What's up, guys? So you're thinking about buying a second gen W body, or some of these things will apply to first and third gen W bodies regardless. Here are five things that you need to know before you pick one up. Video is not sponsored, by the way. I know I'm wearing an AutoZone hat. They literally gave us some of these for free today, so I'm just wearing it because it's been raining. Okay, so first we're going to talk about water. For some reason, these things tend to like to leak. I'm going to tell you two places a lot of people don't think to check. That is, first of all, the drains in the sunroof. If you look, and I'll have video of this, if you look in the corners with the sunroof open on the inside, you can see little tiny holes where the water is supposed to drain through to the outside. If those get stopped up, it'll back up and it'll pour in on your head. Ask me how I know. Second, trunk seals. And if you have a GTP or a GT, any W body with a spoiler, the spoiler where it's attached to the trunk lid, they are prone to leak actually through there. I've even had just one nut leak before. So check those. So you can usually actually just RTV under the nut and put it back. That's usually enough to get it to stop. Third thing, lower intake gaskets. Any 3100, 3400, 3800 cars, you have to check those first thing. They are leaking most of the time, but that's totally fixable. And I'll show you in the video where to look for that. Fourth, control arm bushings. In specific, the ones towards the front of the car. They're bad about tearing and separating. A lot of people don't think to look there. And when they do tear, you will start to have weird alignment wear, because what will happen is the wheel will shift forward and backwards when you're either accelerating or when you're braking, and that'll throw your alignment off and you may not even know it, and it won't show up if they don't look when you have the car aligned. And the fifth thing, transmission fluid. I'm going to say transmission fluid and transmission condition. These transmissions in these cars are not well known for being that durable. If they were taken care of, there's a good chance, even with decent mileage, that they're in fairly decent shape. Both of mine are, even at high mileage. But you definitely, before you buy it, need to get some idea of what kind of driving habits the previous owner had, as well as you need to look at the fluid, make sure the fluid's full, make sure it doesn't look completely black or disgusting. These would all be indications that the transmission's been abused, which would be more likely you're going to have problems. Also, a little bonus for supercharged cars. If you're looking at a GTP or a supercharged SS or something like that, if you hear a light sort of a rattling sound in the end of the supercharger, it doesn't mean you shouldn't buy it, though you can use it to get some extra money off. But that is a pretty common problem with the Eaton superchargers, where the coupling actually wears out and can make it rattly. And the couplings are not that expensive, and that's something that if you're mildly mechanically inclined, you can fix yourself. I may even do a video on it myself at some point. So that's something to be aware of. That's it. That's my 5 things to check on when you are looking at buying a W body. These cars are actually pretty cool cars. They're not as bad as people make them out to be, but they are notoriously under-maintenanced. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at potentially buying one. Other than that, though, there's no reason, if you keep these things in mind and you take care of the cars, that you can't have one for many, many miles, mine included, and enjoy it. So that's going to be it for this video, but drop me a like, drop me a comment, let me know what you think, and we will catch you guys next time. See ya!